Hi everyone, welcome to this webinar, which is our Suprema Connect second event for this year 2021. My name is Hatem Kahla. I am the Regional Technical Manager of Suprema Middle East Region. I would like to introduce our special guests who are attending today with me this webinar. We have Engineer Sridhar from ScreenCheck in the UAE. Hi Sridhar. And we have also Engineer Magdi from Advanced Technology in Egypt, Engineer Magdi, hi. And Ahmed Al-Matari from Ideal Information in Kuwait, hi Engineer Ahmed. And finally, we have Engineer Salah from Al-Kurdi in the Kingdom in Saudi Arabia. Today, I would like to highlight the value proposition of our recent launched facial recognition device, FaceStation F2. But before we talk about this great product, let's have a quick flashback of Suprema journey in face recognition, which led to launch this latest facial recognition art of technology, the FaceStation F2. Then we will discuss the FaceStation F2 value proposition. And finally, we will have a quick demo for photo enrollment by uploading image and email link enrollment. By the way, if you have any questions during this presentation, please don't hesitate to speak out your question, and it will be my pleasure to answer your question. So, Suprema face recognition journey. In the next slide, I will summarizing the history of Suprema with facial recognition solution that will emphasize that Suprema is in this market with strong solutions since 2011, which is 10 years ago. So here is our journey of facial recognition. At 2011, and after several months of research into developing our facial recognition algorithm, we launched our first generation face recognition device with an algorithm based on recognizing people through their IR images. This device is supporting 1,000 users into one-to-N mode and 10,000 users in one-to-one mode. Then, after more researches in 2016, we launched the FaceStation 2, which is our second generation face recognition terminal, with a lot of enhancements from our original FaceStation. Then in 2019, we released a slimmed down version of the FaceStation 2 to bring a very competitive feature set down to a lower segment to address a bigger audience. As you know, both devices, the FaceStation 2 and the FaceLite, support 4,000 users in one-to-N mode and 30,000 users in one-to-one mode. And both of them also supports mobile card. From then and until the end of Q3 2020, we were working on a greater device that will have lots of features that comply with most of the market requirements. And we had launched our third generation face product, FaceStation F2, which is probably the most advanced and complicated product we have ever built, with 50,000 users in one-to-N mode and 100,000 users in one-to-one mode. Now, let's jump to main point of our today's webinar, the value proposition of FaceStation F2. The key innovation we brought to the table with F2 is fusion. So actually FaceStation F2, F is refers to the fusion. So fusion is combining the IR-based recognition and the new AI-based visual recognition to maximize the benefit of both IR, which will give a better anti-spoofing mechanism to detect fake faces, whereas the visual will offer the speed in both enrollment and authentication. This combination, along with our enhancement contactless solutions, we were able to support the new pandemic situation with mask detection and temperature reading. We will talk about this in a while. First, let us know the models of FaceStation F2 and the main features. The first model is FSF2-ODB. This provides two biometric authentications, which is face and finger, which will allow to have multiple authentication combination. It can be face only, finger only, face plus finger, card plus face plus finger. A lot of combination can be adjusted and configured on the device. The second model comes into two versions, where the first version is FSF2-DB and the other one is AB, so FSF2-AB, where the version AB is supporting to read a HID prox as well as HID-I+. Both models, these features comes as a default, such as support for outdoor, which was never been an option before for our face recognition devices. So finally, F2 is IP65. Everything else is pretty much the same as Suprema standard feature for its devices. Also, both are equipped with NFC and BLE to work with our Suprema mobile access solution, which is mobile reading the mobile cards. We have been able also to reach our target of one FAR of 10 billion faces. As you know, FAR is false acceptance rate. And also we get below 2% for FRR, which is the false rejection rate. So to put this into perspective of real life practice, as you know that we have a maximum of 50,000 user capacity in one-to-N mode. So in this scenario, if there will be a mere of 1 in 200,000 tries, that a person may be incorrectly identified. This has been very carefully tested in our labs and the results were very amazing. With regards to data protection, we understand that those are very important personal information, even if they are in their templatized form and not an image. As you know, the face template is already encrypted and it's in the templatized form. Although we have a strong obligation to protect this information as much as possible. So like with any biometric templates we handle, we store them in the device and serve fully encrypted in 256-bit of AES encryption and transmitted over IP using TLS 1.2 protocol. So you can be sure that state-of-art encryption mechanisms are used for both storing and transmitting the templates. Regarding the speed in which people are authenticated, as this device can be mounted on a speed gate or turnstile where people are constantly moving, we have added an authentication mode called fast matching, which allows to match the faces of people approaching the device without having them to stop. This allows you to use this device in sites where there is a heavier traffic of people entering into the premises. Now, let's move on to what we have done to address and offer solutions to better manage the health concern with COVID-19. And of course, regardless wherever you are, we have all become familiar with this picture as it become mandatory to wear a mask and have the temperature screened. The F2 makes all this process very easy and quick, as you can choose to include or omit certain screening measures based on what you want to enforce for your facility. If you have every screening options turned on the device FaceStation F2, this is the sequence of screening the device will perform, starting with detection of the face, and it is detecting your face, not authenticating. And as you know, detecting is just to see where is the face. Authenticating is to know who you are. So the first step is to detect the face, to determine whether the person is wearing a mask, then to check the temperature, and then the screening is complete and the final face authentication will be performed. You may choose to omit the mask detection and go straight to temperature check and then authenticate, or skip the temperature and check and go straight to authenticate from mask detection, or just skip the whole authentication process to check if you are wearing a mask and your temperature is normal, and you will use the device as a standalone device for screening purpose without having to enroll anyone, which means it will just detect your face, check your mask, check your temperature, and it will allow you in without the authentication to know who you are. For example, for visitors just entering the premises. Also note that our algorithm is able to authenticate both with or without mask. You can configure to swap the sequence to perform the authentication first, so that you can keep a record and track who failed to wear a mask or failed in the temperature check. So here we are going to check who will detect the face, then do the authenticate to know who is the person first, then we'll do the mask detection and temperature screening. And you also have the option to skip either the mask or temperature screening after the authentication. So flexible options to choose the sequence to your desired screening process is available with the FaceStation F2. Our temperature screening is made possible with an additional temperature camera module. We have deeply integrated this camera with our face detection algorithm to ensure we get the most accurate and constant measurement every time the measurement is taken. So our face detection algorithm will determine the exact location of your face and find the right spot on the face to take the measurement constantly every time. Next is ways of enrolling a visual face of a user or users in BioStar 2 for the FaceStation F2. As you all know, the normal process is that the user can stand in front of the device, so the device will enroll the face template. This will ensure that we capture both the IR template as well as the visual template, which is for most accurate matching. However, we do offer other forms of enrollment, such as upload image, so you can upload your image, enrollment with mobile via email link, bulk enrollment using the CSV import feature, or finally using a database link. All those methods, except enrollment through device, will just capture the visual template, and then next time the user approach the device to authenticate, it is going to match the face with only the visual template. Then at the same time, it adds and updates the IR template for more accurate matches on the following authentications next times. Do you have any question until now? Is that okay? I can continue? Okay.
Yes, Hakim, I have one question.
Yes, please.
I used to receive this question from our customers. They think if we are enrolling using GPG photo, then they expect that if they bring a fake color photo, they can get authorization using a photo, because the original already a GPG photo.
Yes, you are correct, actually. Yes, because the photo which is being enrolled using, the template which has been enrolled using upload image is a 2D. And as we know, the visual face is still 2D, where the IR template is the one responsible for the spoofing. So until the user approach the device and do the matching for the first time with the visual face and update the template, as I just said, then his template is going to be updated with the IR template, and then the spoofing will be impossible. However, I'm gonna raise this concern to our R&D and see how can we address this point in the upload image for the spoofing. Thank you, Engineer Magdi. Ridar, yes, I can see that you have.
Hatem, just as we know that, the FSF2, the new device is can be installed outdoor. One of the experience what we faced is during a very bright light. I mean, especially in this region during the summer, I know the sun brightness is much higher. So we have seen that, we have experienced that the authentication is taking a little bit more time during this time. Is it something specific to that particular site, do you suggest, or it is something to do to take some fine tuning of the device?
Thank you, Sudhar. This is a critical question and very important question. Yes, the device is outdoor. However, still the sunlight plays a very major impact. The reason is that when the device starts to authenticate your face or detect your face and start to do the 3D detection, the shade and the sun direction will cause confusion for the 3D. So the direct sunlight should be managed, that when the user stand in front of the device to authenticate, especially in such environment outdoor, it should not do any shading on the face, because, for example, if the sun is coming from the right, then I'm having a shade on the left. So the device will not read. It's like I'm covering my face. So how the device can see me? And the time is consumed is still it's trying to take the template and do the matching with all the existing template. This is where the matching is going around for this 1, 2, maximum 3 seconds, or as Bir said, sitting. It can be configured also.
Okay.
Now, I can add also one thing in the configuration of the device. There is something called ambient light. You can adjust it to high. So this will tell the device that it is in an extreme light condition. This device comes with very high lux level, which is up to 65,000, where if you remember Face Station 2 was up to 25. Exactly. This is 65,000. However, still, if the shade of the sunlight on your face plays apart, it's like you are covering your face. So like, for example, you are going to the device, or I'm coming to you and you are playing the device and telling you, tell me who am I? You know, you are covering some part of your biometric where the device cannot detect.
Okay.
So maybe, you know, and housing, you know, like the old telephone cabinet in the street where, you know, this is how they are operating, something like that in that particular area. Or maybe the device can be installed on a stand that, you know, the direction of the device will be opposite to the sunlight, you know.
Okay.
So the sunrise and sunset will be on the right and left of the device with some sort of screening on both sides to eliminate the shade of the user face. But the performance will be working, should be working fine, and has been tested a lot in our labs.
All right. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further question? Okay. Yeah, of course. Please unmute yourself, Engineer Magdi, and talk directly. Anyone has question, please unmute and go ahead. Ask your question.
Thank you, Hatem. If you have a room for one more question, because as you said before, we start with phase 1. It handles up to 1,000. Then we jump to phase station 2, it's 4,000. And then suddenly we jump to 50K, 50,000 users. It's actually exceed my expectation. So I have a question, and also some customers are asking this one. If this is tested already for 50,000, what's the test already done by Suprema to prove the 50,000? Especially, we are installing a project right now for 30,000 employee in the TV building in Egypt.
Thank you, Engineer Mansour. So first of all, I would like to confirm that the testing has been done in Suprema Labs in the HQ in South Korea for the full 50,000 users. Myself, I have done the test for 17,000 and myself, and still the device was working on below 1 second to detect the face. But I assure you that this 50,000 did not come unless it was very, very confirmed test from our R&D and team in Korea in our lab. So be fully aware that if you have any project which it's reaching to 50,000 users, be sure that the device will perform well. And of course, we need to highlight that the enrollment has been done properly, and each user has his IR and visual template together to confirm and perform the best matching on the device.
Hatem, what if we have more than 50K? What if we have like a governmental project and it needs more? Do you have a plan for template on card or template on mobile or something like that?
Well, yes, we are addressing this. Actually, we are checking how can we increase this 50,000. But as you know, why we capped it up to 50,000 to keep the performance of the device that the matching will be done in less than 1 second, which is actually, it is around half second. This is in the best practice performance of the device. However, if we exceed the 50,000, usually we go with 2 approaches where we just, I don't think there will be a gate, one gate, or time attendance, if we will use the device as time attendance, that we need all that 60,000 users on that device. So we go to group them and just keep who are going to use this device on this device. However, still we receive some questions like your question exactly, that we need to have all the users on all the devices where it is more than 50,000. Currently, we are discussing server matching. So this is on the table. We are testing the template on card as well as face on mobile card. So both options are there. It is still going to be announced, I guess, maybe by next year, Q2, we might have it implemented. And of course, announcement will be before that if it will match the same timeline next year, second quarter, or we will have it earlier than this. However, I would like to highlight that we are working on it for server matching, template on card, as well as template on mobile card. Okay? Very good. So again, if you have any question, just please go ahead, unmute yourself and speak out your question. So let me move to the next slide. So now let's have a quick look on the major features that we have discussed and summarize it in this slide. So we have the strongest fake detection by fusion technology, which is the visual plus IR. And we have 50,000 matching in one-to-one mode. We have mobile cards supported on the Face Station F2. We also have the fingerprint supported with PIV certified sensor. There is a very convenient photo enrollment and mobile enrollment and bulk enrollment for the F2. There is a resistance against face changes by dynamic template update as time passes. So this device actually has deep learning mechanism that by the time, for example, your hair grow, your beard or mustache grow, the device automatically updated the template for easy authentication and faster authentication in the future. And finally, we have a contactless solution for a new standards of safety and hygiene for our current new normal we all lives in. Last but not least, we have direct integration with many partners. However, I would like to highlight the top 4 partners. Yes, I said top 4, and you can see only 3. Please bear with me and you will know why. So from Milestone as a VMS, Paxton and Nidab as access control, who they don't have a manufacturing facilities for biometric devices. Now, with all those 3 big names, you can use Suprema Biometric Solutions, including the Face Station F2 and mobile solution on their platform directly. This adds values to all existing customers who has such a solution, but cannot add biometric devices which comply with the new normal. So thanks to Suprema, now it is possible with those 3 big names partners. So the 4th player who is going to be added to this list very soon is Genetec. So currently it is in the final development stage and should also see the light very soon. I'm so excited for this, and I assume everyone also will be excited with me. Now, let's see a demo of how upload image, which is the photos directly from the server, and how we can send an email with a link that you can open from your mobile phone to take a fresh photo using the mobile camera, or even upload a recent photo from the mobile existing photos. I'm so delighted also to announce that we have recently launched our BioStar 2 latest version 2.8.10, which has enhancement in those 2 points. And those enhancements are, we support drag and drop when registering visual face with upload image. And also we provide guidance on success or failure of visual face mobile enrollment, so that users can retry registration in the case of failure. And we have changed the maximum size and capacity for the visual face image, that it will be 1280 by 1280 pixels with a maximum size of 10 megabytes. So to enroll a user using this photo saved on the server, which means that the user does not require to stand in front of the device to enroll his visual face template, we need to go to user menu, add or modify an existing user. Then we go to the credential part. Then we click on plus visual face, and then we click first face to add. Then we click upload image and choose the image file from your local server. And I would like to remind you that the resolution now is 1280 by 1280 pixel, and the maximum size is 10 megabyte. This will capture just the visual template. Again, I'm emphasizing on this point because it's very important. This will capture just the visual template, and then next time you approach the device to authenticate, it matches your face with only the visual template, and then at the same time adds and update your IR template for more accurate matches on the following authentications. Upload image is very good process, especially for those users who are working remotely and have tight schedule. But what if the site has hundreds or thousands of users? I do believe upload image will be a long process for such numbers of users. Don't you agree with me, right? So we have another feature which we call it bulk enrollment, which will allow you to import those images using a CSV file by creating a folder that visual faces and CSV exported are stored in the same folder. For one time, you will create a new column in that CSV for face and import the user's photo file name in this column. Then you will click CSV import in user setting. Let me just show you that. And after you click this 3 dots and click CSV import, then a mapping window will open. You need to map our face_image_file1 with the header you have chosen, you created in the previous step to put the file name of the photos. So for example, the column name you will name image, for example, then you need to select here drop menu, you will see all the headers of your CSV file and choose image. However, if you choose to type the header of the column face_image_file1, which matches our mapping, it will be automatically mapped to the file. Now we will go to the final step, that you will see the directory and you'll click browse and select the file, and of course you'll select next. After this, the process will start to be uploaded, and after it finishes, then you will see the success and the failure count, and if there is any failure, it will throw a report for those failures. Finally, when the visual image has been registered, you will start to see under the visual face count that all those users who have been chosen to update their photo with bulk CSV, then it will be updated in the BioStar2 server. And of course, BioStar2 server has automatic user synchronization with the devices. So automatically those templates, visual templates, has been updated and uploaded to all FaceStation F2 devices. And now those users can go and authenticate themselves. Let's pause here for a minute, please. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Okay. Now let's see how that we can send an email link to a user's email for enrolling his visual face. Before I go to sending this, do you have any question about upload image? Good. So I would like to highlight that to send the email link to any user email, we must use the cloud feature from BioStar2. And as you know, cloud service does not store any data on the cloud. It is just a tunnel to route the traffic between the mobile and BioStar2 server. So be assured that the cloud does not store any data. So cloud feature also is available on BioStar2 when you have access control standard license or higher. So the starter version and basic version does not have the cloud. You must have the standard license or higher to have the cloud, and accordingly you can enable it and configure the cloud, and then we'll move to the next step, that after you enable the cloud services, you need to configure your SMTP, which will send the email link to the registered users by going to settings, email setting, SMTP settings. I'm going to show you all this in our demonstration. However, please note, if you are using Gmail services, if you are using gmail.com, please note that you will not use the password of your Gmail account. Actually, you are going to use account app password from Gmail services. After that, you need to make sure that the user who you are going to send the visual face email link, you put an email or add an email in his user profile. After this, you need to select the user, the checkbox, then the 3 dots, then send visual face mobile enrollment link. This can be done for single, couple, or all. It is not a single process. You can do it for either single user, multiple users, or everyone with one click. User receives the visual face enrollment link and can register the face through mobile phone. This is a small video that shows how you can use an Android phone to enroll a visual face. However, I will demonstrate it live on the iPhone. So let's see the video together and then start the demonstration. So this is the email. You will click on visual face. The link will go to register. You will click on register. Then it will go for photo. You click on photo. It will tell you which application you want to use. You will choose your camera, as this is Android. Please be close as much as possible to the camera to keep your face as bigger space in the photo. After this, the face is uploaded to the link. You click upload. Now it is being sent to BioStar 2 through the cloud, which we have configured. Now let's try this together now. So before we start, I would like to let you know that I have kept 3 tabs of BioStar 2 open, where here I will do the measure configuration. The second tab, I'm going to use monitoring and real time log for showing what's going on the device. For example, if I show now my device, my face to the device, as you can see, I am enrolled. Just let me adjust the angle. Okay, so I need one device only to detect my face. So thank you very much. So all the live transaction will be on the second tab of BioStar 2. And the third one I'm going to use for any settings which we are going to comply and configure. Now let's start with upload image. So as you see that this is my name, this is my profile. I do have already a visual face. So what I will do, I'm gonna delete it first. So this is my visual face. So I'm gonna delete, yes, enroll. Now I need just to remove the autofill from my Chrome. I click apply. Now it is being successfully updated on the server as well as the devices. As you can see, I don't have any more visual face. So if I go clear the real-time log monitoring, now I show my face to the device and it is going to say, no, this face is not registered. So now I will go back to my user profile. Then I'm going to do plus visual, add. Of course, you can click upload image and it will open the browse, or you can drag and drop, as we said in the latest version, you can drag and drop 2810, and there is the drag. You can use this photo as profile image, which is instead of this photo, and enroll. I'll just again remove the autofill of Chrome. I'll click apply. This being updated, uploaded, and there it is, and went also to the device. If you can see now in the real-time log, I show my face. It got authenticated. As we know, it got authenticated using the visual template because of the photo. Then at the same time, it captured my IR template and updated my template in the device. So next time I show my face, it is now both fusion. It is the fusion, which is IR and visual. But the first time was just visual. So this is how we do upload image for a user. Any question about upload image? Very good. Now, in order to do or to send this visual face and mobile enrollment link, as we said, we need to enable the cloud. So in the setting cloud, you need to enable this, and in order to have it, you must have standard license or higher. So after you enable your cloud under the setting, so under the setting, you have enabled the cloud. After enabling the cloud, you go to email setting, where here you will put the email title, which is going to be sent, the company name, which is going to be in the email. You can also upload the logo of your company. You can write your contact details, and here where you configure your SMTP, I configured it using my company email. And also you can send an email to make sure that SMTP setting is correct. After you apply all the settings, which is cloud and email setting, now you can go and upload image using the mobile. So I'm going to delete again my template. As you can see, enroll, apply. Now all this update has been done. Just to confirm to you that when I show my face and nothing, it is failure because the face is not on the device. Let me clear all these logs. So simply I will check the box for myself, couple, all, whatever convenient. So I'll just do it for myself now. After this, I'm gonna send the same email link to you to test it. So here I go, checkbox of this user. I will go 3 dots. I will send yes. Then the email has been sent. Now let me show you my mobile window. So if I go to my email, I have received the email, as you can see. Now, as you can see, that the email title is Suprema Visual Face Enrollment. However, enroll for facial recognition, this is what already recorded there. Suprema Visual Face Enrollment, this is the email title which we have sent. So as you can see, what you type here is going to be at the top of your email. Then you will have the company logo. This is the logo I have uploaded. This is the content. Now, if you will see here, dear, the email you have typed in the profile to send, the company name here, Suprema Middle East FZCO, is what's going to be written here, is using facial recognition, and the link is going to be there. And at the end, you will see the contact information which you typed here is going to be at the end of this email. So what you type here is going to be perfectly implemented in the link. Now, let's proceed further and go to the visual face registration. Here I click on it. So it's going to open the link with the cloud, as you can see. Now it shows this page where visual face registration. I click register. It is going to show you some policy and then some guidance that please do not do this, do not move, do not wear a cap. Just we need your face and as much as possible in the camera. So after I close it, then I will click photo. Now I have the option to choose from the photo library or take photo. I'm gonna choose take photo. I will swap the camera. Now here I am. I'm gonna take my photo. Done. Now use this photo. Now it's uploading it to the link from my mobile. After it is done, of course, this depends on the speed of the internet. Then I'm gonna click upload. After it is uploaded, as you can see, you remember I told you in the latest version of Biosphere 2, 2.8.10, we will also send an email notification if this process has been success or failed. So if I go back, I should see I received 2 emails here, actually 3 for the taken, and everything now here it is success. If it's failed, we will receive also an email which will say it is failed. Going back to Biosphere 2, where Hatem was not having a visual template, if now I refresh, now you will see that it is that the template has been reached to the server and of course uploaded to the device. Now let's see when I show my face to the device, and here it goes. You will see that my face has been working and updated as well on the device. I can also use the finger. So this is how to upload. Now let me do this for you guys. I have already preloaded the server with your emails. So all of you together, I'm going to send you the link and you should receive it on your mobile email for the company email. And before that, you can see here that no one has any visual face, actually no credential I have for anyone because everyone's sitting in a different country. So can you please check your email and unmute yourself if you received it? And or all of you unmute and just try to enroll your face and let me see that I will start to receive that everyone template has been uploaded in my server.
Yes, Hatem, trying to enroll myself.
Excellent, excellent. Engineer Magdi?
Yes, received from my side.
Yes, received.
Very good. So
enrolling, but
yeah, I received it. Already done.
So I do believe everyone now is trying to enroll his face using the mobile email link. And as you can see, it is an email link. It is not an application. So we are not using anything on the mobile.
So we should be uploading the photo from the mobile.
Well, I prefer usually that you take a fresh selfie. There is the option that you can choose any recent photo in the gallery if it is Android, or the photos if it's iPhone. But I prefer just take a new selfie, make sure that the mobile is as nearer as possible, that your face is taking the maximum space of the photo. Because at the end, the device wants the face. It doesn't care about the background or the color of the t-shirt or those things. So I can see that Salah has done. So let me go inside Salah, and here is his exactly template, which he just now uploaded. Okay, thank you, Salah. Of course, you are not here to test it on the device. You are in Saudi, I'm here in Dubai, but hopefully we will see each other soon. And still, we did not receive anyone else.
I'm done.
Sridhar, yes, I can see now. It's been updated. So just to show everyone. So here is the photo which you have taken. Of course, still I can use it as your profile. So if I do that, enroll, as you can see now, your photo become automatically as user profile. So when you go to the device and show your face, then this will be shown on the device, whether it is a facial device or even finger device. Any device with screen will show this photo.
Okay.
So until Engineer Ahmed restart his phone and do it again, do you have any question about Face Station F2? Any suggestion you would like us to add or to highlight to our R&D to address some requirement from customers in the market?
Hatem,
Yes, Rida.
Yeah, just, I mean, since we were talking about the internet speed, it just struck my mind. What is the possibility of adding a Wi-Fi feature as an option? Any possibility?
Well, for Face Station F2, unfortunately, it is not possible. The only way that you should use a Wi-Fi router or a 3G, 4G router. You know, there will be a
Okay.
small router
Yeah.
to put SIM card, then TCP/IP network to the F2. This is the only way, but built-in Wi-Fi into the Face Station F2, it's not possible. However, then the next generation of F2 is going to have the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Still, it is there is no clear idea about the name. It might be by Station 3. It might be Face Station F3. Still, it is under discussion within Suprema. And once they have finalized it, for sure, they are going to share it with all of us.
Okay, okay. Is it
one more question? It's not related to the photo enrollment, but it's related to power failure. Because also we used to receive this one. Do you have any plan for BOE or something? What customers are asking, what can we do in case of power failure? So do you have a plan to make the device work with BOE?
Let me talk on behalf of our Middle East region. Usually I'm having this argument and debate with the consultants when it comes to this particular point, which Engineer Magdi has just raised, that PoE or redundancy power. Our device, currently the Face Station F2 does not have PoE and cannot have or support PoE in the future. However, if the power is critical, then the power source for the adapter, which is 24 volt DC to power up the device, this power source 13 amp to 30 volt or whatever in other regions, maybe it's 110 volt, should come from an emergency generators or a USB devices to make sure that there will be a backup of certain time to keep the device alive as per the battery or as per the design. I will say that when I work with some consultants here, especially in the UAE, usually the power point for the access control and CCTV comes from 60 kVA UPS. This where it is in critical areas. So for those customers who really wants their access control and maybe also their CCTV to be working, they should implement such a solution of UPS with maybe 30, 45, or even 1 hour backup batteries as per the power load of the devices which is going to be handled. So this is the way. But for PoE, unfortunately, it is not. However, the same question comes also with PoE devices. What if the power goes, again, it's a switch, and the switch which is providing the PoE to the device, that switch should have the emergency power or the UPS power source.
Okay, my issue is solved. I restart the telephone and it's working fine.
Let me see now. I just updated.
I used Google Chrome, by the way. It's working.
But you know, Chrome is on iPhone actually. So if you can see now my screen, now here is your photo which you have just taken from your mobile has been received here. And of course, this is my server. I can have multiple devices in Dubai, devices in Egypt, devices in Kuwait, where my server is here. Now, Ahmed can go and authenticate himself in Kuwait. Salah can authenticate himself in Saudi. Sridhar can authenticate himself in Dubai. And Engineer Magdi can authenticate himself in Egypt, if it is a centralized server here in my office in Suprema Dubai office. Do we have any other question or any other demonstration you would like me to do for you? All of you are muted. I cannot hear anything.
That's fine with regard to the enrollment is concerned.
Perfect. Let me add a point for everyone just to know that our Face Station F2 now has a customized firmware which will allow you to read the QR code. Unfortunately, it is not in the normal or standard feature of the device firmware. However, we are still discussing if this can be implemented by this year, end of this year. If it is going to be done, we will announce it. If not, we still offer the customization project for any project require that the F2 should read the QR code.
Okay. In fact, I wanted to take up this topic also. I was just waiting for that particular topic to come into the picture, because especially in this region, most of the government organizations and the big corporates, really, they have a huge number of visitors. In most of our projects where we are working, this is one of the requirements what they are asking, a QR code integration as a standard feature.
Okay, as I told you, we are having currently the customization, the customized firmware. However, we are also, just let me give you a new update from our roadmap. We are actually now trying to or studying and developing that Biostar 2 can also generate QR codes. So still there is no timeline for it. I don't know when it's going to be ready. I hope it will be ready by end of this year. I guess maximum by early next year. We should have that we can issue a QR code from Biostar 2, which can be read, of course, by our QR capability devices, such as maybe the Face Station F2 and our new launched X Station 2, which has a QR code module.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Hatem.
Any question, Engineer Magdi?
Thank you, Hatem. Thank you.
Thank you. Engineer Salah, Engineer Ahmed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you. Yes.
How about having a video file running on it? Any?
Actually, this is from my point of view, I don't see a visibility for it because it's going to consume a lot of resources. Okay. However, I will assure you that I'm going to update our R&D to say that it has been requested from a couple of customers in the UAE.
Right.
That video clip should be played as a background or screensaver. So let me take this point and ask Engineer Magdi, Salah, and Ahmed from their countries. Have you ever been through a customer who are using our devices with screen and asking, instead of having a logo, to have a running video, maybe 5 seconds or 10 seconds? Nothing, Engineer Magdi. Huh? Okay, Salah, Ahmed. No. Okay. However, Sridhar, I'm gonna highlight this to our team in the office in the H headquarters, and I will update you with their finding.
Absolutely, no problem. Thanks, Hatem.
Thank you. Thank you so much for attending today's webinar. I hope that it was fruitful for you and carries a lot of new information and updates. And wish to see you soon, either in any event or maybe at Intersec 2022 in Dubai. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to that. Thanks, Hatem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Engineer Hatem.
Thank you.